Welcome back. I'm sorry I didn't get you the footage that you were expecting, but quite frankly, nothing was going on at the Hollywood Scientology building while I was out there. I even went by L. Ron Hubbard Way, and I didn't see too much activity going on there this past weekend. Perhaps they're privy to the Squirrel Squad, but I am planning a trip to Paris and London to cover some of the orgs across the pond, and hopefully you'll join me across the pond when I go back there to provide more lengthy coverage across the pond of this vile cult, and maybe we can put an end to it. All it takes is just the help of a few, and we can make a difference. Just like when Manning 8 was kind enough to get in contact with me about joint coverage of New York City. And speaking of New York City, I'm on my way back to the greater New York City area right now. I'm currently here at the airport at LAX, getting ready for an early morning flight, and I wish I could depart with better footage. I mean, I saw people stopping in front of the Scientology building on Hollywood Boulevard and taking photos, but there was not too much activity because they saw me and my camera and my gimbal, and they just shut down shop. Cowardly, if you ask me. Let me just see how you enunciate your name. Hey, Colbill. How are you this evening? Or this morning, I should say, here in Los Angeles. I just wanted to get out as early as possible so I can sleep in my own bed. Things here in Los Angeles, the weather is kind of chilly, which is why I'm inside. But I'm inside charging my phone so I can give this live. But I plan on being at one of the locations in New York City this upcoming weekend. Maybe if you have any questions that you would like me to ask the staff who comes out to harass us. Maybe you can give me some questions. It's almost all for naught because they're so belligerent and so ignorant that they know not what they do. They serve a cult, and that's plain and simple. Anyone who realizes that they don't serve a cult is delusional. It's delusional thinking. Thank you. Bill. I hope I have a safe, quick flight as well. I love the airline that I flew out because they have 3 classes of service, and boy, their first is to die for. On 9/11/2001, I was traveling from Miami to Newark Airport, and I witnessed planes flying into buildings from the air, and it was a scary sight, and things have changed since 9/11 drastically, but traveling still can be fun. Life is what you make of it, so I'm not complaining. Also, I might note that traveling via airfare is pretty reasonably priced around this time of year because the kids are back in school. So the prices generally tend to stay even keel, which is good. But I wanted to share with you, I took a picture of Tom Cruise's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I was going to do something with it, but I decided that might be misconstrued as slander. So I changed my mind. Because I don't need these people suing me. Although I have my share of lawyers on retainer, I don't need these cultish fanatics suing me. But I'm starting to get excited about my trip to Paris, back to Paris, and back to London, and Germany to seek out their orgs there and protest abroad. And I have enough miles that I can invite someone to come along with me to help me sort of be an assistant. Like I assist Manning 8. I need that for me abroad. So hopefully that person will have a passport, and I have the airfare covered using my frequent traveler miles. So anyone who's never seen Paris, I've seen it about 25 times over the past 40 years, and it's just gets more lovely each time that I go back. London, same thing. I have an affair with these cities. But to bring the protests to Paris, to London, to Germany, in different cities in Germany, Frankfurt, Berlin, wherever Scientology spews their hatred and spews their cultish-like behavior. That's where I want to go to derail their teachings, because their teachings are false. They're not correct. Anyone who abuses children is not okay with me. Each child that they harm hurts my heart, and I cry inside for each one of those children that Scientology harms. And I'd like something to be done about it. And paying the adults something like $47 for 110-hour work week is New Age slavery. It's New Age slavery is what it is. So they not only abuse children, but they abuse adults. In the same fashion. And it really is a shame. I was just watching a video. It's really amazing what AI can do these days. I love how on TikTok they have these talking babies. They have a miniature Trump. They have a miniature leaders from a lot of countries, and occasionally you'll see them drinking a beer, babies drinking beer. It's really wild, but it looks so real. It's really amazing. As an older member of our population, I mean, I say I'm older, 57, almost 58. I consider myself not a spring chicken anymore. But I sure as hell did the damn thing when I was younger. In terms of travel, in terms of just having fun. But those days are long gone. But fret not, because I found a new cause to support, and that is Scientology. Derailing Scientology. I remember when we were at the Celebrity Center in New York City a couple weeks ago. It was Manning 8 and myself, and some lunatic came out and started taking our pictures. It was really degrading in the fashion that he came out and was all in Manning 8's face and my face, but I just posed for pictures for him. I have no idea why they were taking pictures, probably to share with their organizations in every city that they operate in, that I've been to know to shut down shop when I come to town. And that's essentially what happens. They shut down shop when I come to town. It happened in Buffalo. It happened here in Los Angeles this weekend. I just didn't want to broadcast from a building that was essentially dormant. But it's getting late, and I have a few hours left before my flight, and I'd like to take a little nap. But I do thank you for joining me to hear my views on I was about to say persecuting Scientology, but those fuckers persecute us, the general public. They persecute us. And they're rotten people. And anyone who speaks out about them, call me an SP, if you will, but I'm a damn smart SP, suppressive person. It lets their ignorance show. So keep fighting the good fight, and always remember, protest and survive is my motto. So let's do this together. I'll be in New York City. I haven't decided which organization I was gonna hit up first, be it 125th Street, because nothing really goes on there except the people who live there. It's a fairly dangerous neighborhood, but it's a neighborhood that Scientology has taken to, the African American community, that is. They stole my friend Douglas, aka Dougie Fresh, from back in the 80s up until now, when he became a Scientology poster child. But they won't even let Douglas call me anymore. And I knew Douglas's mother since we were kids. You know, Douglas was the celebrity with all these big hits with Slick Rick back in the 80s. And I was blessed enough to call Douglas a good friend of mine since we were kids. And I blame Scientology for taking him away from me. They are rotten, you know what. But I'm not going to dwell on the negative. Gonna stick to all things positive. So with that, I wish you all a very blessed morning, a blessed day to come. And remember, we must, as a collective, end Scientology as we know it today. Dr. Reggie out. Be well. Reporting from Los Angeles International Airport. I'm out.